Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Finney Smith in at power forward. And for the Grizzlies, the forwards for him, Bain and Jackson. Wells is out there with Morant. And it's Clark in at the pivot, manning the middle. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now here's Johnson. Schroeder outside. Back to Johnson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant looking around. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Wells. 6 to shoot. Morant bats for 2. Good as the jump shot falls.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the two-man game.
Pass to Claxton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Morant with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Schroeder against Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. Pass to Wells. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Nets. Still without a basket in the game. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity, and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely. Here's Schroeder after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Schroeder passes to Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The pass to Finney Smith. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Finney Smith. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Second free throw, no good. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Now here's Schroeder following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. Finney Smith in the post. Guarded by Bain. Williams kicks to Finney Smith. Claxton trying to free himself up. No good from Finney Smith. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Smart. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
The rebound by Sharp.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Watford passes to Sharp. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Memphis leading by 3. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Pippen.
Going to work in the lane. Smart's tough in there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Martin. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Smart. Over Martin. Misses off the right iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Milton. Good on the 13-footer.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Pippen. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Milton against Pippen. And here is Milton. And no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
The forwards for him, Bain and Jackson. Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Clark in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Conchar with it. He's guarded by Williams. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. Off with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordy Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Morant against Schroeder. Morant passes to Bain. The shot missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. There's the steal. Here's Bain. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Just look at the body of Bain. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Pass to Schroeder. Here's Williams. Conchar pulls it in. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Left side Jackson. Pass to Morant. Pass to Conchar. From outside, off the mark. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morant against Schroeder. Now the pass to Simmons. Back to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
Here's Morant. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Passes it to Bain. "13 feet away. Here's Conchar. Excellent D there from Williams. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Baseline J on the way. No good from Simmons. And for Memphis, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive game.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Milton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He throw good, Milton. He hits both from the stripe. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Huff. Pass to LaRavia. Drives to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the 3. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. You look at Finney Smith. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Santi Aldama. He's right there as well. Another player that gets it done from beyond the arc.
Now, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
Yeah, it's truly impressive how far their range extends and how lethal they are from downtown. This group of bigs is really special.
Good on both. Here's Milton. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for John Morant. Now, Smart, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Aldama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Defense way up on Aldama there. He barely had any room, hence the whistle.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Stolen by Pippen. Lays it up off the glass. Pippen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Milton looking around. Got loose. Here's Aldama. Claxton covering. Aldama with the ball. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Misses from short range. Wilson against Pippen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Jalen Wilson at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in. Trendon Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. And he can't hit the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Smart misses. Nets trail by 4. Outside Wilson. And the pass to Milton. Shoots over Pippen. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Milton's got 6 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Martin against Smart. Clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Well, this is part of why guys love playing with Smart. He will reward you for getting open if he can. Milton against Pippen.
Now here's Milton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Memphis out in front, up 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Williams is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center position. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder kicks to Finney-Smith. Over Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Inside, here's Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
Bain against Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Passes it to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Wells dishes to Clark. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Schroeder missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind. Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Johnson, the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Johnson. Finney-Smith with it. Pass to Schroeder. Over Wells. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Jackson. Clark. Jackson misses.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Claxton trying to free himself up. Williams can't get it to go. To the paint. Morant against Schroeder. Pass to Aldama. Fires the three. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Traps in the tray.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11", and very good behind the line.
Schroeder outside. Johnson wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
That's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Ruff's jacked in, and Conchar subbed in for Jaren Jackson. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Ruff's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. There's the pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. The three from Johnson. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Puts it up from 15. And it's Morant missing. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 11. Morant against Milton. Sharp, the pass to Milton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We'll take a look at the Grizzlies. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And for the Grizzlies, they've had an impact on the league already this year. You always hear talk about the power rankings in the NBA, and they're climbing that list in a hurry.
Well, a lot of people didn't think they had this in them, but whatever their off-season preparation was, it's working.
Smart, wide open, he fires. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Simmons finds Milton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Another shot. Good work defensively by Smart. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant drives in. A shot off that time. And here's Milton. Beyond the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so is the Memphis Grizzlies, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back to the action in just a minute. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Pippen in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Wilson with the block. Down low. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Passes to Jackson. Back to Pippen. Kicks it to Jackson. The rebound by Sharp.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Schroeder looking around. Kicks it out to Wilson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with those transition buckets.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
First free throw is good. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Brandon Kelly. First personal foul. First team foul.
Nets trail by 11. Shooter passes to Claxton. Outside Williams. And an miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bain with the bucket.
These are shots Bain will take from time to time when that's where the openings are.
Pass to Claxton. Bounce pass Schroeder. Here's Finney-Smith. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The jump hook, and Wells finishes inside. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's Schroeder. Pass to Claxton. Back to Schroeder. This one for 3. And the Nets miss again. Memphis leading by 15. Here's Bain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bain's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Bain, no good. Nets trail by 17. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Schroeder. Wells with the steal. And now Wells pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game, and that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field, and that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Ja Morant, first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Nets, Dennis Schroeder, 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. Now Morant. Outside, Bane.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's the pass to Bane.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Morant.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn with the rebound. Williams scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to Clark. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Nick Claxton. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Ja Morant.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
First free throw is good. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right, a lot of examples. Here's Pippen. The layup off target. Nets trail by 15. Puts it up from 12, and it's Martin missing. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. Wells passes to Concho. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, 13 foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Concho. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Simmons checked in for the Nets. Panchar hits them both. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 17-point game. Pippen against Simmons. Milton with it. Shoots over Wells. The shot's good from Milton. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Now here's Pippen. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge and play with confidence than their opponent.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. See you later.